Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. You see the entitlement of the show, and for good reason. Very good reason. What an idiot. We'll explain in a minute here. The boy's talking about bribery. I seen him. He made a mistake. He handed over an envelope to the immigration officer. uh, there's a reason there was a tiny little short on that. And see, this guy hasn't paid his visa for so long, 7 years, that he don't realize they don't really stamp your passport. They don't, everything now is on separate piece of paper that goes inside your passport. So what he saw, and I was laughing at this as soon as he talked about it. I heard some of his show this morning because I was up extra early because I have to. But there's a paper that goes inside your passport. They haven't used, stamps in there, these plastic stamps, whatever you want to call them, in there for quite a while. And you have your paperwork in there. So I did a short video. On there where it showed my passport on the counter. I knew I'd bait him on this one, and it worked. It shows my passport on the counter that I was handing over my passport. Correct? All right? And of course, there's paperwork in it that sticks out. So in his mind, there was an envelope in there. Yeah. I see it. I got the video. He's handing over an envelope. Nobody's handing an envelope to anybody. Yeah, right. Right there in public at a window, I'm going to hand an envelope. The passport has exactly a shitload of little paperwork in there. They haven't done that for years. It's not stamped in there anymore. I mean, not like they used to. I mean, if you're going to do a visa run or anything on there, I mean, your passport, it used to be these little cellulose, whatever, stampings in there, or printed ink stamps, but they don't do a hell of a lot anymore of that. It's been a while since he's been legal in any way, so he would understand. And I certainly wouldn't put a video on. Why would I put that on if I was giving a bribe to an immigration officer? What a dum-dum this guy is. God, I had to get up extra early this morning, and I'm like, 3 o'clock in the morning, the motherfucker's got a show on 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, man. Jesus Christ. 3 o'clock in the morning, he's bitching and whining about me. Talk about who's got free rent in the head. And he's become a lawyer now. He's become a lawyer. Going to go on 23 months of incarceration. He's going to become a lawyer. And he never read a book, anything about law. But he knows all. He don't know shit. So much for your theory about me bribing an immigration officer. And yes, you probably are going to get your all on your own, get your little guards in trouble because everything you've been doing in that cell so far and your freedoms and liberties that you have in that cell is going to reflect back onto these guards because the big guy's going to say, well, wait a minute. We've had correspondence before, even one that he started to read having to do with his death threats on his phone, and his guards basically discarded that. If his guards were actually doing their job, they would have confiscated his phone, but they didn't do it. So if you want to talk about bribery, you're making your viewers, certainly me, look at this a little differently because with all the crap you've done, why did they not take away your liberties, such as having the cell phone? If they were worried about their jobs and feeding their family, going along with anything you do could possibly get them in trouble. And guess what? You're the one to do it. If these guys ever lose their job, then you have the guards on your hand that you talk so intimately about. They're good buddies of yours, but they're not good buddies of yours. Try to fuck with their income, doing something to get them in trouble, then you're going to get in trouble. That's the way I see it. Where does my heart beat now? Yeah. Keeps on referring again to he's my wife, my wife. Oh, we got these plans. What plans, man? You're not even out of court yet, man. I got the plans for the future. No, I don't. I can't be a sponsor. Financially, I can't be a sponsor. No, you got that right. The one thing you do got right. But we'll figure things out. We're gonna figure things out. You haven't figured anything out yet. You've been in jail almost 23 fucking months. Where does your heart beat now? Speaking of the song, where does your heart beat now? Damn. No, he's really don't have anything figured out. Hello, Viking son. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Oh, I just took a nice hot shower. Yep. I do shower. Yep. God, I got the shortest laces on my shoes. I gotta tell you. How's I'm supposed to tie them correctly? So basically, what happened is he sees this little video. I wouldn't have put it out there unless I wanted to. Remember, I got the power to put a video on, take it off, or whatever. But I put this little clip on when I was at the immigration office, right? This was purposeful, to get a reaction. And I did. I certainly did. Oh, yeah, he's handing over an envelope. Her. Handing it over an envelope. Got you now, Frank. No, you ain't got shit. As I said, once you go to your passport, everything, you got paperwork in there. Paperwork. You got papers in there that you got to hold on to with your passport. They don't always stamp everything now. Government spending, They can't afford the cellulose plastic little decals or stickers. Now that was funny. I must admit that was funny. Oh, I got you now. Oh, I sure do. You ain't got nothing, brother, son. Nah, he ain't my brother. That's for damn sure. This is gonna be going on. You know how long this is gonna be going on? Because this court hearing is probably just gonna lag on, man. More than likely, it's just gonna lag on. And meanwhile, he's gonna be sitting his ass in that jail. Call it what it is. It's fucking jail, man. You got prison bars. You got jail bars. You're in jail, brother. You's in jail. And don't be so, with a train of thought that I'm going to be anywhere in that place. You see, the difference is that, oh, I heard his story, about why. For 7 years, his story about why he didn't pay in the beginning because he was afraid to get caught because the first year, he missed it because of this and that and having to do with a bank statement or something or some bullshit. But you did this for what? 6.5 to 7 years? Man, that ain't no goddamn excuse. Don't give them any information. Yeah. Oh, I know, Viking. I know, Viking, sir. I gets it. Where does my heart beat now? Oh, that's just the way it is on here, Viking. They look for little tidbits of information. But I thought that was funny. First of all, his story about why he didn't pay for 6.5 years. But he had money for booze and cigarettes, though, didn't he? Explain that one off, pal. Explain. Explain, said Ricky. Explain. Hold on. How to switch to data. How to switch to data. Let me see. What am I looking for? I got it. Okay, I gotta go downstairs.
Okay.
And yeah, that's basically what I heard. He gave this really lame excuse as to why all these years he didn't pay his visa. There's going to be a couple of reconnect problems here, so you're going to have to hold on. If it does disconnect, it'll go back on again. Just kind of hang it in there. Oh yeah, I'm still here. Okay, there might be a short disconnect. Okay. Yeah, I got to listen to a little bit of his show. I'm saying, damn, he's doing a show at 3 o'clock in the morning, man. Well, that's dedication or something. Instead of talking about some interesting topic, he's talking about me again. Talk about obsession. No, that was all bullshit, man. His story about why, because somebody asked him, a few trolls were kissing his ass, some of them that actually come on my show were kissing his ass. And why did you not pay your, of course he got rid of a couple of people too, of course, that had, good questions to ask that he didn't want to answer. Yeah. The other day he was asked, how come you didn't pay your visa all that time? He came up with some lame brain story having to do with the first year and the payments, the Social Security wasn't going into his bank or something, or some really lame brain story that made absolutely no sense at all. Made none. Always comes up with an excuse. His whole life has been one big excuse. Trying to get away with this, trying to get away with that, trying to get away, screw over this person, screw over that person. Gee, when does it fucking end, man? Then again, I love that part about trying to bribe. I seen him turn over an envelope to the immigration. You did, huh? And I'd be stupid enough to photograph that too if I did something like that. Don't you think I'd be a little discreet if I ever did something like that? And I don't do shit like that. I put a little video on, for those that just came in, where I was handing over my passport to the clerk. And there's paperwork in it. Not an envelope, no envelope in there. There's paperwork. That's these days what your passport has. You got to bring this paper. You stick it in, or it's clipped to your inside of your passport. And he fell for that. Yeah. Well, not that he fell for it. He's trying to see something that's not there. is what it is. Believe me, if somebody wanted to bribe somebody, there'd be discreet ways of doing it. Not like him, where he comes on his show one time and he gets 50,000 from CW, an idiot for supporting him, by the way. And he says right on his show, and even on, oh, thank you, man, thank you for that 50,000. I'll use that to go bribe a prosecutor. On camera, man, on fucking camera, unfucking believable. Yeah, I got a big trip to make today. Hi, Barry. Hi, Barry boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. There you go. Mr. Uranus. Good morning. There's a cyclone about to happen here in Australia. Oh, it's a good place to happen. Maybe it'll hit Jay's place. Shit happens, man. It's Australia, anywhere. There's always some natural disaster. I mean, welcome to the real world. I'm sure you'll survive it. Just take shelter. Don't run into the cyclone like Barry would do. He's so fucking stupid. He's like a turkey. Do you know turkeys drown themselves in the rain? They put their head up in the rain when it rains. He's like one of these fucking turkeys. By what he does on his show. It's a good comparison, actually. The stuff he puts out on his show, it's always so incriminating to himself. He's like he is a turkey, first of all. And second of all, he acts like a turkey because that's what he does. He'll put his head up into the rain and drown like turkeys do. Mr. Uranus. Great handle. Great handle. Throw the boy a little bait and he'll bite it, It's so easy. If I really want to bait the guy, I mean, it's so easy to do. It's so goddamn easy. So who do we have out here? Viking Sun and Mr. Uranus and Harley Charker. We're supposed to be Charlie Parker. I get it. There's not really too much more. There's my famous 13 people. One definitely inclusive of Popeye, Robert Clausen. Hello, Robert. Bob. How you doing today, Bob? Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Those two bobcats you see on a cartoon. Uh-oh, black cat. Black cat. Off the coast of the Gold Coast, Queensland. Yeah. Well, here in the Philippines, it's definitely known for storms. Wouldn't be new to anybody out here. So the boy has a lot of opinions, but none of them make any sense at all. He's got it all figured out. Well, at least in his turkey mind, he's got everything figured out. That's why if he had everything figured out, he wouldn't be almost approaching 23 months of detention. I mean, that's the way I figure it. If he had everything figured out, he would not be in that situation. My overstay was an accident. Started off, he gave this spiel about how it happened. But what about the next 6 years? So he said he made a boo-boo. He claims he made a boo-boo. And whatever happened with his bank wasn't giving him the money. And, one of his typical stories. Tariffs. Well, what Trump is doing is it's going to be very detrimental to United States and relationships with other countries. I don't get into politics really. I keep up with the stuff, but I don't really get into these politics. I don't like Trump. I never did. He got away with 32 felonies, and he was responsible for the incident at the Capitol. Now he's going, charging Mexico and Canada big 25% tariffs and all this crap, and he's not making any friends, let's put it that way. Trying to embarrass leaders of other countries, such as the Ukrainian leader. I've kept up on some of that stuff. That's about it. I don't really indulge too much. Every now and then I peek my head out of my hole and I check out the world news to see how much further a catastrophe this world has become. And boy, it's become a bigger catastrophe. And he only started his new term of presidency not too long ago, and he's already making a lot of waves. Some might say, and he's doing some good stuff. And I don't mind. The one thing I don't mind is getting rid of the United States illegal immigrants. Because they have taken over towns in America like crazy. That's like the only thing I would agree on with Trump. And I don't agree in his politics. He's a liar and he's a power-hungry billionaire who wants more power. Once you get power, it's not enough. It's the same thing with money. If you're a rich guy, you want to get richer. If you got some power, well, money gets you power, but once you get money, you want more money. And once you got money, you want power. Power is actually money. So he takes advantage of his power. Now he's got Elon as his little side dog. That's amazing in itself. So the question is, who's running the country? Is it Trump or is it Elon? And that's the question everybody's been posing. Who is really running the country? Very simple, it's Elon, not Trump. Money hangs around with money. People with money hang around with people with other money. They know it's just power. It's a power play, and that's all it is. Anyway, I'm not going to be on here too long here. But Barry, my boy, man, just put out the bait and you just bite, don't you, man? Nobody's paying off any immigration, but we definitely got you down. We definitely got you down, son. Several occasions. It's been recorded. For real. Not like a statement you put out. Yeah, I got you now. Oh, we got that video of you doing this and doing that. Well, no, I've had these videos for a long time, let me tell you. Elon's son is running it. Why not? Well, they're going to say Trump's son's going to get into politics. God. He looks like a stiff statue. Something about his face. He's a tall motherfucker, though. And actually, Trump doesn't like always being in public with his son because even though Trump is rather tall, he's not a short guy. His son towers over him, just like I tower over Bummer. It's the same damn thing. But, Bummer's taller than me. So he claims. And he's not obese either. Yeah. I don't know how Elon's son is running it. Pretty young, isn't he? He's pretty damn young. Barry boy. I heard what you had to say. You're not very comfortable in there, are you? But imagine, just stay positive, because if I was in there with you, you'd be a whole lot more uncomfortable, I'll tell you that right now. Uh-oh. What is this going to mean? Uh-oh. You know where I'm at? How about a wild guess on that one? Show you a cheap shot, figure it out. Anyway, I guess I had to say what I had to say on here. Yeah, I did catch part of your show, Barry. It's the same old rhetoric, the same old shit, just another day. If they miss one show, well, just go back to an old show or something and they'll hear the same goddamn thing. You're not very original. His son is the same height as Barry, 6'10". Oh, his son is pretty tall. Trump's son. Barry's this little bent over midget, 5'2", soaking wet. I'm not obese. Well, according to the charts you are. No, as Barry's statement, he's so wrong on that. Obese doesn't mean that your belly has to hang down to your groin. I don't know where he comes up with that shit, but he comes up with a lot of really stupid shit. We've seen you on video, man. You have gained tons of weight, dude. Tons of weight. Tons of weight. Anyway, I gotta go. Did I come on and rap a little bit with the boys? You got a long ride ahead of you, Barry, because you're be right about one thing. We don't know a date on the next court hearing. That means you still have to sit there while you're waiting for your new date. And I don't mean a woman date. We're talking about a court date, bro. You're on trial, brother. You're on trial, son. Not me. You're on trial. Remember that. Know what I'm saying, Barry? You have a wonderful day of sleep. Watch out for that lice in there, man. You get sick on that shit. And take a shower today, man, you know? Take a fucking shower. Clean up around there, man. You're talking about the place as a pigsty. Well, you used to live in one, remember, in Romblon area? The piggery? Ex-crematorium? You should be used to that shit by now. So you're so uncomfortable in there. Boo-hoo to you, son. Boo-hoo to you. Get used to it because you're going to be in there quite a while. So I think this trial is going to be going on for a while. We don't even have a set date this month. That's coming from me. We don't even have a set date. What's the thoughts on the state drum and bass? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. Drum and bass. No idea what you're talking about. But I know Barry's listening. The nighty night, Barry? Well, that's right. You're up all night. You become a vampire now? Or are you so nerved out that you can't sleep? Is that it? I know. Horrible circumstances. But you created it. You created it. So you're going to have to just deal with it, I guess. Know what I mean?